Hello and welcome to Children's Church. Thank you for joining us. My name is Ailsa. My name is Evie.
And I'm Marjory. It's lovely to see you all this morning. We hope you're all staying safe and staying at home during this difficult time with coronavirus. We're missing everyone, all our friends and family and our church family as well. And we can't wait to see you all again soon and get lots of hugs and kisses. But in the meantime, we're looking forward to sharing with you a story and a little game this morning to play, to learn a little bit about trusting in God. So the story that we're going to read is Joseph Meets the King. Joseph was in faraway Egypt. His wicked brothers had sent him there. His father thought a fierce wild animal had killed him. But Joseph was in prison in faraway Egypt, and he was all alone and very unhappy. But God knew all about it. God loved Joseph and had a special plan for him. Joseph shouldn't have been in prison. He hadn't done anything wrong, and it was all a mistake. The prison governor liked Joseph. He put him in charge of all the other prisoners, and that was part of God's plan as well. One day, the king of Egypt was so cross that he sent one of his men to prison. The man was very unhappy, and he had a dream that upset him. Joseph said to him, "Tell me all about it, and God will help us to understand it." "I had the king's cup in my hand," the man said. "I squeezed some grapes into the cup and I gave it to the king." "That's a good dream," Joseph said. "It means you will be back at the palace very soon. When you get out of prison, please tell the king about me." And the man promised that he would. A few days later, the king had a dream that upset him. And the man said, "I know someone who can help you." So the king of Egypt sent for Joseph. In the king's dream, he saw 7 fat cows by the river, and then 7 thin cows came and ate them up. God helped Joseph to understand the king's dream. "For 7 good years there will be plenty of food," Joseph said. "Then for 7 bad years nothing will grow. You must store up the food so that no one is hungry when the bad years come." The king put Joseph in charge and made him the most important man in Egypt after the king. And that was another part of God's plan. When the bad years came, there was food stored up ready in Egypt and nobody was hungry. But Joseph's family back home had nothing left to eat, and so they had to travel the long, long journey to Egypt. Joseph was in Egypt, and his family often thought about how they'd wished that they hadn't been so cruel to Joseph. When they met with Joseph in Egypt, they thought to themselves that Joseph would pay them back for being so unkind to him. But instead, Joseph hugged his family and kissed them. He said, "God has taken care of me all this time. Now I will take care of you." And so the whole family came to Egypt. It'd be so nice to have God come flying down from the sky, especially during this difficult time, and save the day. But God doesn't work in that way. Sometimes God has a plan in the waiting and the struggling that we can't see when we're in the middle of it. Take the story for Joseph, for example. So he was in prison, and God could have just crashed into the prison and sprung him out any time. But if God had done that, Joseph wouldn't have been in the right place and the right time to save Egypt and his family from famine. If God was in the business of saving us every time things went wrong, we would never learn anything ourselves. We would just sit back and wait for the quick and easy rescue, and we'd never learn to trust in the Lord. We'd never learn to soar by ourselves. So the next time you come across something difficult, take a moment to thank God for the way that He teaches us to trust in Him by waiting. Ask Him to give you perseverance, or if you're used to Woodburn Primary School language, be a persevering python, and He can prepare you to do His will. So, we're now going to do a little game to learn about trust. So what you need for this is a bit of paper and a pencil. And we've used a hard book just to make it a bit easier so Ailsa doesn't draw on her head. Okay. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to get Ailsa to draw a picture of something with the paper on top of her head.
And I'm going to be God.
Well, that's the next stage, so we'll do that in a minute. So first of all, what will we ask Ailsa to draw?
A house.
A house. Let's ask Ailsa to draw a house, please, Ailsa. You think the house is going to look like a house when it comes down from the top of her head?
No.
No, do you think it'll be all mixed up?
Yeah.
Why do you think it'll be all mixed up?
Because Done.
Oh, what are we going to ask her to do next? What would...
Elsa, can you make a big stand to make it all smell? Done.
And one more thing, what should
Can
we
you
ask?
do a tree? Oh.
So why do you think it's hard for Ailsa?
Because no one's helping her.
That's right, she can't see what she's doing.
Right.
So Ailsa, bring your picture down and let's hold it up. Hold it up to the screen so everybody can see. So you can kind of make it out, but that's probably because Ailsa had quite a lot of practice at this morning.
Yeah.
But it would be a bit easier if we had someone. What would make it easier, girls?
Like if somebody was directing me, going left, right, up, down.
Okay.
Like God.
Okay, so let's try it then. We'll get Evie can be God's hands. So she's going to stand up behind Ailsa. And Ailsa, if you put the paper back up on your head, and then Evie will tell you if you're drawing it in the right place. So if we try the house again.
Down.
And then you need to put Evie, put Ailsa's pen in the right place for doing a window. That's it. That's not going there. That's it. That's it. And no, we've got enough windows.
I'm doing a door.
All right. And the sun shining way up here in the sky. And where should she put her tree?
There.
There. That's it.
Yeah.
So if we take the picture down,
It's much better.
and it's a bit better, things are more in the right place. So if we have a guiding hand, it helps us. God is always reaching out for us. He loves us and cares for us, and He will pick us up when we feel sad. He'll clap for us when we're happy, and He'll point out the way that we need to go. If we trust in God, we can go forward with faith and we'll never feel alone. So we look forward to seeing your pictures on the community page. See how you can do your pictures by drawing on your head and see if you can make it much better when you've got a guiding hand. So we're going to finish with a prayer from Ailsa. So if we close our eyes, put our hands out, up and down.
Thank you for time for a cuddle and a hug. And time to snuggle, share secrets and feel safe and snug. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Thanks for coming and sharing Children's Church with us this morning. We hope you all have a lovely week. Take
Bye.
care and stay safe. Bye.
Bye.